Although salaries have not increased, prices continue to rise. This statement, once joked about by Chinese netizens, has now become a personal challenge for many people in China. When applying for jobs, we compare annual salaries; when renting, we haggle over utilities. In the bargaining process, we may be able to shave off some change or cut the price in half, thinking we're being clever and calculating, but we never imagine that prices have already soared all around us. The wave of price increases in China has arrived. The cola that used to cost 3 yuan per bottle and the iced tea that cost 4 yuan per bottle are now memories of the past. Subsequently, everyone gradually noticed a phenomenon: the scope of price increases seems to encompass everything, whether it's essential utilities like water, electricity, and gas, or daily necessities like fruits and vegetables, and even gasoline and tires. Even the sugar and oil cakes sold at the breakfast shop downstairs are more expensive than usual. The wave of price increases in China is really coming. Gas fees across the country have increased comprehensively, water fees in many places have increased by 10% to 50%, and electricity fees in Hunan will also increase in tiers. When asked for reasons, it always comes down to rising costs. The direct consequence of rising prices is that consumers may not be able to buy the products they want even if they spend the same amount of money. Natural gas is no longer as clear as it used to be, milk tea may be doped with certain technological ingredients, and the fruits on the fruit stand are no longer fresh. The past shopping experience of getting good value for money has become unreachable. Even getting an extra bunch of scallions at the vegetable market or a few extra flowers at the florist feels like a rare gift. To give a more specific example, the continuous rise in sugar prices has put tremendous pressure on downstream manufacturers. The pricing strategies for candies, beverages, and alcoholic drinks have also become complicated due to this. High-end products may reduce prices to stimulate sales, while low-end products may raise prices to ensure profits. Every business is striving to survive. From a macro perspective, international oil prices have once again entered the era of 8 yuan, which is similar to the oil price bubble before the 2008 financial crisis. The dual impact of US dollar interest rate hikes and rising oil prices not only impacts China's industrial production and residential life but also may trigger a new round of inflation and currency depreciation. Under such circumstances, gold, as a hedge asset, has naturally been sought after by the public. It's worth noting that despite the lively cultural and tourism promotions and emerging internet-famous cities across China, the actual consumption level has not seen a significant increase. People tend to appreciate the scenery more when traveling, but they are relatively stingy when it comes to food, drink, accommodation, and transportation expenses. More interestingly, a large crowd has flooded into the mainland from Hong Kong in search of lower prices, reaching a staggering 9 million people. Under this trend, we should perhaps pay more attention to changes in prices around us because some things may have quietly increased in price. What do you think of this problem? Feel free to leave a message below to discuss. Alright, let's continue to take a look at the real situation in various places in China recently.
Do you think you can escape the pressure if you don't buy a house? Water and electricity bills, gas prices are all rising. Now your tens of thousands of savings have to be spent, right? Recently, gas prices in Chongqing have skyrocketed, gas companies' profits have soared, even downstream companies that install gas meters, their performance has been growing year after year. It really confirms that saying, poor play with cars, rich complete meters, the electric, water, and gas meters are trembling. In my many years of doing loans in China, I've seen the salary flows of various industries. Salaries remain stagnant, but prices keep rising. The life pressure on ordinary people is really not small.
A netizen recently submitted an article sharing some feelings about the prices in China. Yesterday, he went to a mall and found that a bakery was selling small loaves of bread for 20 to 30 yuan each, and even a small baked egg tart was priced at 10 yuan. Despite the high prices, there were still many people lining up to buy. He found it perplexing that buying just 2 small loaves of bread would cost half a day's wages. A few days ago, he planned to get a haircut at a newly opened barber shop downstairs. However, the prices were divided into 3 tiers, the lowest tier was priced at 28 yuan, the middle tier at 48 yuan, and the highest tier at 88 yuan. He felt that the prices were somewhat unreasonable, especially considering that a few years ago, a haircut only cost 10 yuan, and his salary hadn't increased. He hadn't watched a movie in a long time, so he went to see one over the weekend. He was surprised to find that the ticket prices had risen to over 40 or even 50 yuan, compared to the previous price of just over 20 yuan he used to enjoy eating durian, but now the price has soared to 50 or 60 yuan per pound, which he found hard to accept. The prices of fruits in the fruit shop were also beyond his imagination. He felt that he couldn't afford the milk tea that used to cost 10 or 20 yuan on the streets. Fortunately, he found some affordable options, such as 4 yuan lemon water and red or green tea, as well as 2 yuan ice cream cones. He mentioned that even buying a 6-inch animal cream cake for a birthday would cost 98 to 138 yuan. In addition, the prices of shampoo and shower gel have also increased, and the common buns that used to cost 50 cents have now increased to 2 yuan. He also mentioned that the price of toothpaste used to be only a few yuan or 10 yuan, but now it has risen to 20 or even 40 yuan. Fortunately, he can shop online, which helps him barely cope with the rising prices.
I've noticed that the cost of living in China is quite high. Just now, while waiting for my train at the station, I found a place to charge my phone because it was crowded. The only option for food was KFC, so I went in. I ordered a burger combo without checking the price. But later, I saw that a burger, fries, and a Coke cost 50 yuan. That's equivalent to 1,000 yen in Japan, where you could get 2 McDonald's combo meals for that price. Prices in China are just too expensive, and suddenly, Japanese burgers seem more appealing. It's not just fast food, even buying fruit or eating out is ridiculously expensive. Ordering takeaway can easily cost over 100 yuan, and a meal for two can go up to 200 or 300, or 400 to 500 for a group. Last time, 4 of us spent 700 yuan on hot pot. The other day, my brother, a friend, and I spent over 300 yuan on hot pot. How much do people even earn in a day? Without a monthly income of 40 to 50,000, it's really hard to afford this level of spending. However, taking taxis is very convenient and relatively cheap, even for long distances. But isn't gasoline supposed to be expensive? What's the reason for this? Ordering food delivery is very quick. On Meituan, you can order almost anything, from socks and underwear to vests. It's much more convenient than abroad in this regard. But the prices, they really surprised me. Why are they so high? When I came back, I saw a bottle of Nongfu spring mineral water in Harbin for 5 yuan, which might be expensive in the mall, probably only 3 yuan outside. A bowl of noodles costs over 10 yuan, and the quality is just average. Overall, I feel like prices are high everywhere from south to north. It's one thing if the prices are high, but if the quality doesn't justify it, then it's disappointing. Like this burger combo, I feel it's worth at most 30 yuan, but it's much more expensive in reality. An egg tart costs over 10 yuan, and I saw it was 11 yuan each at KFC. A cup of milk costs 13 yuan, while in Japan, we could buy a bucket of top-grade milk for only 6 yuan. Coming back, I really feel like the cost of living is high. Going to the market to buy some odds and ends can easily cost a few hundred yuan, and you don't even get much variety. Life is really tough, you really have to work hard to earn money.
Since 2024, many people have noticed that despite the decreasing purchasing power of Chinese citizens, prices in China continue to rise. Recently, China's National Development and Reform Commission, NDRC, explicitly stated that prices will increase in the coming months. From the beginning of the year until May, China's Consumer Price Index, CPI, has consistently shown a year-on-year increase, maintaining a growth rate of over 2%. What is CPI? It reflects the fluctuation of consumer prices nationwide. In simple terms, the higher the CPI value, the higher the price level, and the more severe the inflation. This data reflects in daily life, where almost all goods such as pork, eggs, vegetables, and transportation fees have experienced varying degrees of price hikes over the past 6 months. To exaggerate, what cost 5 yuan per kilogram yesterday may now cost 5.50 yuan, and what was a 10 yuan bowl of beef noodles yesterday could be priced at 12 yuan today. In summary, apart from your salary, the prices of everything have risen this year. Why is there this surge in prices in China? Most people believe that the primary reason for this price surge is the fluctuation in international oil and natural gas prices due to the situation in Ukraine and extreme weather conditions. Facing this reality of price hikes in China, as ordinary individuals, what we need to do is avoid excessive debt and not quit our jobs hastily, as maintaining a stable cash flow is crucial. Alright, that's all for this episode. Feel free to leave your comments below and discuss with us. Thank you once again for watching, and we'll see you next time.